What to do, my Twitch crew? Happy New Year to everybody. Here we go, all the way live on a Tuesday, right? It's a Tuesday, January the 5th. So I'm gonna switch it up, show you guys my iPad and what's gonna happen. Just a little draw and talk. So if you jump in, join in, let's join the conversation. Hit up the chat. Here we go. One time for your mind. Ooh, hi everybody, welcome. Happy New Year. Feliz Año Nuevo. Yes. Not sure why my iPad looks like that. I was just tripping out by how it looks. So let me see if I could fix this. It's being very weird. Like, I have no idea why in the world, or where in the world Carmen San Diego is, for one, but two, why it'd be weird. Never noticed that before. I don't know if it's because I have this open. Oh yeah, it was totally that. My iPad did not want to do two screens. Just like right now, it's being a little weird. Well, at least you guys know I'm using Procreate, so that's a plus, right? And I got my Apple Pencil right here. Alright, so let's just close it out. Boom, there we go. Wow, really technology? You're gonna do me like that, huh? Wow, I see you. What up, Raph? How you doing, bud? Happy New Year. Feliz Año Nuevo. Let me adjust my settings real quick. It's still kind of being a little wonky because it should fit the screen, and it's not fitting the screen. And it says, look, I got a little crown on VIP, so it should be working the way it should be working, but it's not working. Not very nice at all. And now it's just stretched out kind of weird. Ay. Oh well, something's better than nothing. I'm just gonna go with that. And I'm gonna roll with the punches because it is what it is, man. So, hi, welcome. Glad you guys are all here on this Tuesday, January 5th. It's just draw and talk. That's all was really on the agenda. Nothing too crazy. I think for 2021, I'll probably start planning out my streams a little bit more specific. I know there's one in mind where I want to do like this whole like design one where I like walk the crew, the Twitch crew, through the idea of designing for those individuals that are on Twitch that have that full platform connection, that need that full design package. So, just thoughts, thinking out loud. But welcome. On my screen right now is something I started working on yesterday. If you're from California, Southern California, this right here, cool. This right here is the KTLA morning weekend staff. I did another one for their kind of 7 o'clock show. I did one just for fun, and I'm just kind of going with it right now. So let's load up a new doc. And like I said, just kind of draw. So that's all I'm really like. All the agenda is just draw, work out ideas, just be creative, and go there. Cool, my fat pencil's already set up. I just gotta figure out what to draw. I usually like to, when I do my drawings and I warm up in the morning, it's usually like a face, little anatomy study to kind of get myself in the routine, because practice makes better. So it's kind of the same concept that I want to tackle, always when I'm on here is, what can I draw? And like for some odd reason, my Pinterest isn't there. So let's go load it up. Boom. Slide up. And hopefully this works, because you guys joined me earlier. It wasn't. Hey, what up, DJ E-Rock? Appreciate the follow. San Francisco Bay Area DJ. What's good, man? Appreciate the follow. So usually I load up my Pinterest and I'm like, oh, what should I draw? There's a lot of Batman on here right now. I don't know why. I'm not like a giant Batman fan, but I was looking at the Superman designs because I love character design. It's like one of the things that I really wanted to do when I was graduating art school and leaving my internship on The Simpsons and all that stuff. Is my focus was to be a character designer. So I was kind of looking at this stuff and seeing how it worked out and all that fun stuff. So that's probably why it shows me a lot of Batman, Superman, because it was all the same character designers. But welcome. Let's see who's in the chat. I know not everyone always pops up, and it's weird. Honestly, it's weird how Twitch generates its chat list and who's viewing, who's not viewing. But here we are, all the way live on a Tuesday. All right, let's go find some faces to draw. Jerry Rice. Oh, these are dope. Okay, I'm not shopping for shoes right now, man. We're drawing. That happens. You guys ever get into that like world where you're just like, oh my god, these are cool sketches. Not sure why that Wonder Woman showed up and they're cool. It's just comic book style. And that one says my art, but it's not my art. It's other people's arts. I'm not sure why it says that. A lot of DC pins. You know, this kind of looks like Storm, but you know. Let's see what's popping today. What's on the following world? So hand lettering, champurrado. You know, I'm not a big fan of it. Captain Morgan, not a fan of that either. I'm allergic to alcohol. I got a Theragun, so I know how to use that. Did any of you guys, I want to throw this out there just like that. Have you guys watched Wonder Woman 84? Let's start off with this Henry Cavill. Strong little Superman, little Man of Steel, even though this is from a different movie. So everything Larios does, everything Pilo does, always starts off with these basic shapes. What I have been trying to do is that I've been trying to do these illustrations, these sketches, these doodles, with those construction pieces already built in here. Just dropping the sketch on the digital paper without having to do so much construction. Just pow, look, it just happened. But sometimes it works out that way, sometimes it doesn't. At this point, you know, I try to capture like the little features and all that fun stuff that we see in an individual. And then I kind of like try to exaggerate a little bit. Oh, what up, MG Dose? I just saw my face pop up all over the screen. I was like, what? Happy New Year. I know we probably said that yesterday during the All-Star stream. So, but you know, hey, welcome. Bienvenidos. I was trying to exaggerate a little bit, a lot of it, some of it. Understanding, kind of knowing my anatomy and everything already, right? Hey, look, my Streamlabs is doing what it does. And then going from there. Had one of my Instagram art buddies tell me that when you draw Henry Cavill, his neck's more straightforward than it is kind of curvaceous. Even though he's got that muscular neck, it's not like that. So I kind of take that into consideration when I like draw him out, right? Or anything in his like resemblance or reference. Dose, have you seen WW84? Oh, nice. Yeah. I know D had told me that there was a hiccup with your original one, and I was like, darn. Which I've had hiccups too from TeePublic. It's weird. Sometimes they're like 100% on point, and then there's times where you have those one-offs. I had a couple of my stuff for esports come off a little crooked, so I just had like, hey, here's a picture. Can you guys fix that? They're like, keep it. Here's a new one. So that was the cool part about them. You know, they kind of they do that. So I don't know what I was thinking with that line, but here's something vibrating. Like a cell phone. I wonder if my wife's work phone is in here. Okay, cool. So thumbs up, thumbs down. I don't want to drop any spoilers if there's people like on the stream that haven't watched it. Ooh, she said, Okay. I can see that. I can see liking the first one better. It did have like good moments. It did have good moments. I didn't think it was terrible like some people were saying. But, you know, yeah, there was definitely a lot of storylines. Like, do we follow hers, or his? Yeah, she still is. She was pretty, there's, you know. I kind of liked it that you got to see her like take a beating and like feel pain. That was kind of like cool to see a vulnerable moment, especially in like the superheroes, you know. Obviously some of them don't take pain like they do, and to be able to see that, it was kind of dope. And it was also interesting to see a superhero be a little selfish, think about themselves. I was like, okay. It's something you know, you don't get that side of it, right? It's just gotta save humanity, but wait, what about me? And we got to see that in this film. We actually got to see it almost from all three of the characters. But yeah, it's definitely cool to see the human side, to have that connection, because, you know, in most cases, except for probably Diana's, who grew up on an island with nothing but women, but like, we talk about Superman, who grew up on Earth as a human, not fully exerting his powers because he was told not to, because they would look at him different. Can't really say much about the other movies because like there isn't a Flash movie, so we can't, you know. But if you think about most of those characters, you know, they've had to, you know, kind of live in the world and just be part of it, unknowingly, like just be there and not be there. For those of you that follow me on the gram, I don't know if you guys have noticed, I've kind of started like this new style in a sense with my like illustrations, the way I draw certain features. So, you know, low-key, I've kind of been experimenting with styles, and it's good. You know, trying to get, like, I have my style, but it's always cool to play off what I know and redevelop my style. So I've been doing a lot of like referencing and studying other artists and how they draw, and then kind of trying to take a little bit and apply it to what I do. It gives my style a little bit more uniqueness, a little bit more to it. You know, I actually got to update that update, because now we got Mondays, Sundays, and Saturdays that I got to put into the mix, and sometimes Fridays. Oh, and Dose, I don't know if D told you, but I remixed the overlays again today, and they should almost all have a chat box now. Oh, that one I got to update too. So the plan is to stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, possibly 3. It just depends on how this new quarter starts for me, and then bring back Sunday Fun Days. This eyebrow thing that I do here with these lines, I actually kind of borrowed that idea from Tom Hodges. Dope artist, does a lot of Disney, Star Wars stuff is what he was known for. He's still on the gram. But I kind of like this brow, like to kind of create like that sense of those wrinkles. Kind of borrowed that concept from him. I don't always do it. It just depends on the individual and the character. I guess the facial expression as well. Stop messaging me, Postmates. But hopefully you guys all had a great holiday break. Your New Year was on point at home. This year, definitely a different form of celebration. Increase my brush size again. Whoa, maybe not. A little too much. Got a little excited when I brushed it, like whoop. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It is. It's crazy out there. It is definitely crazy out there. I feel like for some, they have to be hit by it for them to realize that, yo, okay, this is realer than real. And it sucks that it has to come out to that, but I think for some, that's probably the only way they'll learn that maybe we should wear a mask for a week or two, or maybe we should be aware of our surroundings and what we do. Oh, yeah. As you know, I lost a friend to it right before Christmas. I reached out to a coworker because we were supposed to link up this week to work on my streaming computer, my gaming computer, whatever you want to call it. And he has it, so I'm like, oh, damn. That I don't know. I just know you do educational stuff because you are geeky, designy, analytical stuff. But yeah, I don't know. But yeah, it's crazy. Alright, I gotta fix these eyes. They look crooked. Love the selection tool that I have here. That's the one benefit, and I say this whenever I get to stream, is that the cool thing about being able to do digital art is that we have all these digital adjustments we can make. They're I can be like, oh, your eyes over here, no, bring it back. And then boom. I think I lowered it more. And sometimes it works adjusting it with the pencil, and sometimes I gotta use my finger to make the moves. Oh, all good. You move it back up. And then I think I drew him a little crooked anyways. And now I think I probably moved his eye too far over. So let's move it out to, there we go, just a little bit more. He's kind of a bigger guy. They're not gonna be like, oh, eh. But you know, for some people, maybe their eyes aren't. Oh, eh. Big shout out to everybody that's tuning in, wherever you might be from, any part of the world. Join the conversation, jump in the chat, chop it up with me. It's just draw and talk. That's all we're doing today, nothing too crazy. But as I go through my draw and talk, you know, I talk about kind of my process, my thoughts. It's kind of human, kind of. Cool thing about Pinterest is that when I find a photo, I just can scroll up and like find more. Like, yo, dude, put a shirt on. Yeah, I didn't draw his mustache, if you guys noticed that. And I've been trying to get these noses right. It's got kind of a weird shaped nose. Like the more I look at photos of Henry Cavill, like the more his nose catches, his shape catches my eye. Like, huh, it's different. clean this up, because once you move stuff around digitally, it leaves like a trail of your original, like it's a general sketch overall, but it kind of leaves like this weird like shape, so then I gotta clean it up. And I think I'm gonna bring this nostril to my left and up just a bit, which then I can like start making adjustments. Actually, I'm gonna try to rotate him over just a little bit. He was like leaning like a cholo. Is one eye too big? This is all pressure based, so I'm trying not to push down on the brush too much, or the pencil, the digital pencil, so that I can make my adjustments. Let's come in here and like fix this. Like, should be more like that. Yeah. And I sometimes mess up doing that, where like I want to activate my eraser again, but then it gives me all my erasers. Which, if you've ever used Procreate, your brushes, when you tap on them, and your erasers kind of look alike, because you can use any of the same brushes as erasers. So, if you didn't know, now you know. And knowing is half the battle. Like, we went mustache, it'd be kind of like this. Kind of like so. I think it's crazy that they CGI'd his mustache off for the Justice League. Because I think this movie that I'm using for reference, or this photo, is from the movie that he was working on when they were doing Justice League. Why does my phone be alerting? Breaking news. Oh, way to go, Bama receiver. You won the Heisman. Man. Alright, so there's kind of Henry Cavill with the mustache, even though his is a little bit more bushier. Maybe a lot more bushier, but you know, you guys catch my drift, or get my drift. No, catch my drift. That's a cool thing, like I can increase my brush size to kind of play the threads of the hair. And since it's pressure based, like the harder I press down, obviously the darker it's gonna get. Henry Cavill with the mustache. And that now, for some reason, it's just giving me mustaches. I must ask you a question. Why is it doing this to me? Stress relief, anybody? Why is it everybody with pictures of mustaches or facial hair? Well, except for the females. I don't know who Catherine Winnick is, so we'll just keep going. There's even a category that says Henry Cavill shirtless. You guys see that? It's on the screen right now. Wowzers. Whoa, gosh. Male actors. What's that gonna give me? Ooh, Van Damme. Wasn't Van Damme Guile in the Street Fighter movie? Yeah, I think so. They just didn't give him the hair. Ooh, low K. Why does Bruce Willis have a really shiny top of his head? This one's a cool one to draw because, like, face-wise, it's got more of a narrow face. He's not as square as Henry Cavill is. Like cartoon-wise, if we're talking cartoon-wise, he's got more of a almost triangular face, like chin jaw area, which gives him kind of like that evil, like villainous look. If you guys ever pay attention to like the cartoons, most of the villains will have some type of triangular shape to their outfit, their face, the way it's shaped to create that villainous concept. Got that Loki hair. Okay, yeah, in the movie Loki has long hair, but we ain't in the movie right now. Are we? But I did watch some of them because they were on TBS. This last weekend was like all Marvel. No, I don't like that line. You double tap to undo. I'm actually gonna try to go a little bit more thin and pointy towards the chin. Which means this line I'm gonna like curve it to give off that vibe a little bit more. You got the cheekbones. Everything always comes out of this little area over here. Like so. Actually, I might even stretch out his head a little bit because I feel it's longer. Let's go freeform it. I'm gonna pull down just a little bit, nothing too cray, just a little. Because it's a kind of a sketch doodle, I can exaggerate the features and have all that fun stuff with it. Let's get my brush. Yeah, this music is like super mellow, like crazy lo-fi beats. Vibing. I know, it's like I'm like sitting here like, all right, okay. Looks weird without his nose, so let's start working in those shapes for the nose. Yeah. How long are you guys working from home though? Do you guys know yet? Michelle? Are you guys like forever and ever, or? I'm back in the classroom next Monday. So like one of those Master P nah. No, how long you guys are WFH for? Stands for work from home. Do you guys have a timetable for your return back into the offices? Indefinite. Nice. Yeah, I'm back on Monday. I gotta go take my my clearance test on Friday. So hopefully, man, even D's indefinite. Kind of low-key-ish, kind of. I don't think I ever told D, like every summer, because I'm a CTE teacher, I get to file for unemployment because my job is never guaranteed the next school year. So, I'm always like job hunting, and I know D spent a stint over at NBC working with the blonde lady, the very funny blonde lady. I actually applied at her studio because they were looking for like design people. I just never heard back. That'd been kind of funny to be like in the same building with D. Carpool buddies. Could have had like our own like stream. James Gordon would have had nothing on us. Carpool carry what? Carry us because we think. Then again, I don't know if D's like the carpool karaoke guy. I kind of throw that one at you because I feel like you're like you. And Tom Hiddleston's hair is crazy. It's kind of low-key-ish. He's got like this look like, why'd you guys kill me off? Why'd you guys let Thanos crack my neck? Says you're the stepchild. Any of those pen strokes. Ah! Don't like any of these either, but it's gonna have to work. Okay. Got a skinny guy and a not so skinny guy. Think they had the same hairstylist? I saw my daughter because we were watching the beginning of Endgame on Sunday. And you know how it starts off with Hawkeye showing his daughter how to shoot an arrow? And I was telling her, I'm like, you know what? Sometimes I have a hard time seeing Jeremy Renner as a good guy. Because in SWAT, he played Gamble and he was the bad guy in SWAT. So kind of, you know, the same skills, same tactics, but yeah, he was a bad guy. So I was like, sometimes it's hard to play that role. Like, that guy was a jerk. But yet, as an Avenger, not so much. It's like, gosh, my thoughts. Like, do they make him look old there on purpose? All right, so here's the question, right? No facial hair or facial hair? Oh, what? Thanks for the subscription. Love you, Big 143D. Oh, he got the emotes again. Why are they doing that? Oh, I got 143 bits. I love you too, man. Yeah. All right, back to Captain America. Yes. So, okay, remember after Civil War, there's that rift between Captain America and Iron Man in the movie. So he leaves to Wakanda with the Winter Soldier, and that's where Black Panther redoes his arm, hooks him up, and all that fun stuff, right? So when we get him back in Infinity War, obviously his suit's still a little gray, still a little dirty from the previous movie, The War, and how he's kind of on the dark side of things right now because he had that falling out. So he has the facial hair and the longer hair. Probably 25 minutes into Infinity War, you see him in the bathroom shaving and cleaning himself back up right before Captain Marvel drops the spaceship with Tony Stark in it. So he cleans back up. So yeah, here's him in it could be the other Captain America movie, I don't know. Oh, okay, you say no facial hair? He agrees. No, yeah, he didn't clean cut. I kind of like the play though. I kind of like the play of how he was always a clean cut individual, right? In the storyline of Captain America, he is kind of clean cut. He is Captain America. But I definitely like how they had that rift, so that he kind of got a little grungy, got a little, a little kind of almost dark side-ish to him. But yeah, it's kind of cool. Yeah, definitely gave him a different side, like a different vibe. Because you guys know, in the comic books, he does go bad. So he does Hail Hydra. Kind of like Fat Thor. I don't understand how that happens. How do you become thick with a six-pack? Like how does that happen? See, he's laughing with me too, like see, here he is in Infinity War. Was it? I gotta schedule that. Keep coming back to that original photo. I don't know why. It's something about Jeremy Renner's hair is just like kind of anime like. Here, this is gonna give me more photos of January. Yeah, see, it's kind of anime like. I'll do it. Cause look, you look at him here, okay, and not too bad on the Photoshop work. I'm gonna give it to whoever edited that photo. And then you got like, you know, life kind of sucks right now. Pandemic. Oh, you never saw SWAT? I saw SWAT because like I'm a ginormous LL Cool J fan. Like anything he's in, I'll watch. I don't know what it is. I've been a fan since I can remember. And they made a TV show off the movie now. Obviously, it was a TV show to begin with way back in the day. But they got rebooted as a movie, and now it's a TV show with Shamar Moore playing the main character. I guess the LL role, I think. Oh no, he plays Hondo, so he plays like the guy that ends up being in charge of SWAT. So like if we're doing a neck comparison, Jeremy Renner, his neck's a little bit thicker than Loki's, but then not as thick as Henry Cavill's. His ears kind of flare out, and he's got like a chunky nose. And of course, we gotta give him the Dragon Ball hair. Put these lines here because those are like the sides of his skull because they're clean cut, but you know, kind of just like placements, placeholders in a sense. I gotta separate my times between my alerts. I'm curious how much hair product they use to give him his hair like this. Because you gotta know, dude, there's gotta be definite hair product in there. Like, is that in the Avenger budget? Like, yo, dude, I need 20 bottles of super glue hair gel to hold my hair up like this when we go to war, because gotta look nice. Yeah, for the most part, yeah. Especially more in the second movie when he converted from Hawkeye to Ronin, because you know, he spent his time in Japan being an assassin, so he kind of had to go for that anime like style look. think his whole head's crooked. That's what's throwing me off. I drew him kind of tilted. Like I said earlier, kind of leaning like a cholo. Elbows up side to side. I'm just gonna choose one side of the nose to kind of give that effect to, like it's a shape. No, I missed that last night. You feeling the vibe? Oh, what? That was funny. True story. I want to say it was like 2 years ago on campus. They had a teacher dance off, right? So they're like, yo, Larios, will you be in the assembly? We do the teacher's dance off, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, you know what? Sure, it's for the kids, whatever, right? The only difference is I had no idea what song was going to play. So I'm like, well, what dance move do you do for what song? They just happened to play MC Hammer, and I did his little type, you know, his little dance where he's like across the floor, and everyone's like, what the hell is that? I'm like, don't you know who MC Hammer is? It was funny. For free, no channel points needed. Yeah, those kids were like, who's MC Hammer? They're like, the only hammer we know is Thor's. I was like, oh man. We's in trouble. Give me your parents' number so we can tell them you need to know who Hammer is. It was pretty funny though. I was like, really? McHammer. Can I get one McHammer, please? Yeah, it was kind of... It was a memorable moment. Oh, that assembly also scared the crap out of everybody. It's a dance battle, right? So obviously I had to school these kids again because one, they didn't know what the hammer dance was, and two, when it's a dance battle and you see a rival, you will get in the rival's face, right? Well, they thought I was gonna go throw down with the teacher because he was out dancing me, but I went breaking on them. I was just like, and they're like, what? And then the other teacher got it because, you know, he's a little bit older, so he was just like, and they're like, what? Highlight of their lives. Education during an assembly. Love it. Rest in peace, Ozone. Yeah, pretty funny moments. I'm pretty sure I made it on one of their snaps and it's in the chat somewhere. Whoops, wrong brush. Yeah, I gotta fix this because his chin's smaller. If we're going for like the full Jeremy Renner look. You got a smaller chin, guys. Big time vibes. Big time. Big time. It's like that movie, I Love You Man, where he keeps going big time, but he sounds like an Irishman. She's like, nah, just stop. Don't say that anymore. Sound like a leprechaun. And then like obnoxious fans of Rush. Like what? That movie's freaking funny. That's like one of those low-key hidden funny movies. Like it was there, you watch it, you remember it, and then you have those lines, but then you kind of forget about it, but then it like pops up again. You're like, yeah, that movie was good. Yeah, Paul Rudd's good. Ever since Clueless, I've been a fan of his, and then he was on Friends, and I enjoyed him on there. And then he's done like other little movies in between, like little like nothings, and then obviously in Ant-Man he was hilarious. Yes, Clueless. And then he ends up hooking up with his stepsister. Goals. Don't you remember that? Slapping the bass. Nah, don't, dude. That's actually one of the movies when the fam and I took our little oceanside like getaway. One of the movies my daughter wanted to watch. She's like, "Can we watch Clueless?" I'm like, "Really?" She's like, "Yeah." So we loaded up the Amazon Prime Video, hit rent, and we watched that. It was pretty dope. That and Mean Girls. As if. Alright, so here's the cheat for the bald man. I'm gonna go into my sampler and no, not that one. Like I could legit be lazy and like use a stippling brush, but I actually have a brush that I like to use, and I started making these my favorites because I'm like, oh, I use these a lot. And I've even adjusted it to like my liking, and then I forget where I place it. Epic move, Pilo, epic move. What this looks like. Well, that's way too dark. I get skin tone and like it's short, but man. That'd be cool. That'd be dope. I think the crew is close to it. I don't get to see those stats, but I think the squad's close. Because eventually, the higher everything goes, the more emotes we all get to use and load up. So that's the cool part. Too big. In a sense, what I'm doing here is kind of how I did Mello's facial hair when I did the emote on the fly. Ooh, what are you gonna stream? I'm curious now. I don't know what they did with it. if they ever use it. I haven't been able to catch Melo's streams, so like it's like, whatever. I don't even. That's no big deal, D. No biggie. I don't even think Quest saw it. I should have just sent it to the group chat and be like, "Here, this is your new caller ID for Melo." That was a fun stream. It just kind of like flowed into it as a normal conversation, just draw and talk, and then boom. Whoops. I'm kind of glad the doctor was cool with it. Like he's already got kind of like the mean eyes right here. If I come in and do that little dot, just kind of like seals it. Oh no, that's the eraser. It's the one thing like when like obviously this digital drawing stuff has pluses and minuses, right? Like when I have to move something because I'm not liking the placement, then my lines get a little kind of tweaked out. They lose their strength. They become kind of fuzzy wuzzy because I transformed it and tweaked it out and did stuff to it. So then it gets a little lackluster. So then I gotta come back in and just kind of hook it up. So Jeremy Renner doesn't really look like Jeremy Renner, but we still kind of got the accents of the facial structure and the mean look. All right, all those What's Up apps are notes are from earlier, so I don't gotta worry about those. I don't know why I just did that squibble. Oh, D. A meeting with Marcos on Thursday to talk design and stuff. Like I didn't want to start anything until I got the green light, so he was cool with it. We're gonna talk. He actually wanted to meet in person. I was like, I work better if I'm in front of the computer to design. And you know, from doing our calls, you know, I can come up with a lot of stuff faster that way. And this is gonna be Iron Man photos. Deadpool. We all know her name was not Diana Prince. I think the first Wonder Woman, she was filming that while she was pregnant. Yeah, hopefully it's a good start for them. I know he's working on getting me some of the logos and the other stuff, but man, I have like ideas churning, and I think I told him that in the email. I'm like, I got these ideas that could help out, but I needed him to green light it first. Sometimes it's like I can't draw. It's just like, hey, it's a Wonder Woman. I know right now there's a lot of, well, she's not getting the flack. Zack Snyder is. He posted a picture from his cut that's coming out on HBO Max, the Justice League, his supposed version of Justice League, and there's a picture of Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman holding 3 severed heads. I was like, yeah. She takes no prisoners. Please tell me you guys watched till the very end, right? Because I did. I watched it all the way to the very end because I was like, all these superhero movies always have something. It's funny that D that you bring up that question. Me and Dose were talking about it earlier. I like that. I like it leaves it open for more, right? Like, well, thought you were dead, but it had its moments, right? Like a lot of people on social media, a lot of film critics were bashing on it, and I hate that I got to see that first because like I wanted to, watch it and then then make my own opinion. So I already went into it with the idea that this movie sucks. But honestly, I enjoyed it. The original one's still probably my favorite. But yeah, I think that it had its moments. The 3 storylines, we could have stuck to one. But Michelle and I were talking about how we got to see the human side to the hero. Because she was a little selfish. She made a decision for herself that benefited her, and then we saw the outcome. So it was kind of cool to see that concept, that idea. My wife and daughter are trying to figure out the lyrics to the Mr. Rogers theme song. I can hear them in the background. Who would have ever thought that? And I kept saying that the same thing. Like I totally forgot that Pedro Pascal was the man. Like I didn't forget that he was the Mandalorian, but I forgot that he was Max Lord. Actually, Goose and I had a conversation about this. He hit me up on Instagram. He's like, "Yo, Pete, did you watch it? What'd you think?" So we had a conversation about it too. Ness and I watched Narcos, the first season, but I just couldn't get into that. Like, I get this dude's name's Pablo and he's like the kingpin of drugs, but I don't know. It just didn't hit me like Breaking Bad did. You haven't finished Mando? Oh man. It is good. Which is cool because it opened up for the next chapter. And I know there's going to be another season of Mando because they talked about that already, so that's cool. Whatever you do not watch Trek Life's Mando Mondays unless you've watched the episodes. That dude knows a lot about the Mandalorian. I was like, dang. I'm gonna have to wrap this up soon because I hear the kitchen and move in, which means it's almost dinner time. And this is wifey's last work from home week, so you know. All right, chat. What's for dinner? That is the question. What should I buy for Din? Oh no, that's no bueno. Copy that. I gotta ask, is there a Filipino equivalent to pozole or to menudo? Okay. They had a big discussion about that. I think it was 2 weekends ago on KTLA. Like which one do they prefer? Like one of the anchors had never had either pozole or menudo, so they brought some in. As a kid, you know, I used to be a big fan of menudo, and like as I grew older, I kind of got over it. But pozole is a Christmas thing every year. That and tamales. My mom makes both, so you know we get that. I'm pretty sure you got a little Mexican joint near the house that has pozole on the menu. There's always those little mom and pop shops. Arroz con caldo, okay. I wonder how similar that is to albondigas, because you know, chicken and rice porridge. Okay, albondigas is actually meatballs and rice in the Hispanic world, which I was never a fan of as a kid, but I think older I probably would give it another shot. Because who doesn't like a meatball? Dos pepes? Isn't that where you took butter? The pepes. Oh, okay. I like this Mickey Mouse like V here. I want to use that to kind of flare out the hair and give it its life. Because there's all kinds of hair movement. Yo, low key, I didn't care for the golden armor. Northgate's always got stuff because they got their little kitchens. Which makes you think, right? We talk about the golden armor. It's like this individual used it, right? So that just tells us Wonder Woman is that much more different than the rest of the Amazonians. Oh, that was my ear. Because she's like half Amazonian, half god, right? According to the movie, she's like daughter of Zeus. Which is why she could ride the lightning. You guys picked up on that? Little nod to her dad, like, hey, I got this. Thanks, Pops. Never met you, but thanks. So you always learn something. You always learn something. Well, there's my rendition of Gal. It's funny though, because I didn't, you know, when she put on the golden armor, she wasn't rocking her tiara. Which then, how did she get it when she was fighting Max Lord? Or was she still in the gold? I don't remember. Sure. There's all this hair here, so we wouldn't see like the shoulder that's back here. Then we can throw the hair from behind the ear. Oh no. Gotta find Michelle some soup, my dude. Time to stand up. Thank you, Apple Watch. So that's not too shabby. Not too shabby, right? Nah, I'm gonna erase that line. Let's close that out because I gotta wrap this up anyways. And I know my fam's gotta go find some soup for themselves because they ain't feeling so swell. But here's a little something to keep an eye out for my SoCal family. I told the wife and kids this, but be on the lookout. If you're a KTLA viewer, I'm gonna get a small little shout out on their KTLA Unscripted. I just haven't been told exactly what day, but because I drew them, I'm gonna get a little KTLA plug. So that's kind of cool. I heard that a couple weeks ago. So I know, right? Be on the lookout. KTLA Unscripted airs at 7 p.m. And because of that, you know, I was kind of in the mood to get my like drawing going yesterday, so I drew out their whole weekend staff. So hopefully I get around to finishing this, and then ta-da, here's another one. Not the first time I draw anybody from KTLA. I've done it in the past. I did sketch cards in the summer. A couple years in a row I did them because I'm not working in the summer, so I gotta watch all the news I want. But yeah, man, fun times. Just want to see how this one came together. It was a pain in the butt. Like, I'm still not happy with the far right one. Like, the face is like, it's there but it's not there. So I started off with this shape to kind of figure out placement of heights, and then roughly dropped in the shapes, kind of placeholders. And little by little started sketching in more details, moving stuff around, doing a lot of reference because I didn't want to give them the hair from the image I was referencing. I kind of wanted a little bit more updated to what they look like now. So I started doing a little research. Wasn't happy with the eyes, so I started tweaking stuff out some more. Love the digital art. After a while, my pencil would be like, yo, dude, we can't erase anymore. Some of them I completely redrew their eyes because I just wasn't seeing it. See what I did there? But like I was telling Michelle earlier, I'm kind of digging this little style add I'm adding to my stuff. A little slight tweak. gives it a different vibe. So I'm definitely enjoying that. See, I told you I wasn't happy with the eyes. I wasn't seeing it, so I had to fix it. So yeah, man, it's a whole minute and 46 seconds, which adds up to, I think, a little over an hour that I was off and on working on that. So it's kind of cool. So with that being said, let's switch things up. Let me look over here and do this. And in the words of Porky Pig, that's all, folks. Thank you guys all for tuning in. The Castros, thank you guys for hanging out with me. Everybody else that low-key lurked, thank you guys. Appreciate you all for coming by. The plan is to be back on Thursday. The plan is to get myself on a consistent schedule. Talked it over with the fam, so hopefully we can work this out. School work and my work and life work and all that stuff. Appreciate that, D. Thank you. Big ups to everybody for tuning in today. Appreciate you all. Hope to see you guys on Thursday. Probably about the same time. Probably like a 4 to 5. If I can go on earlier, I might go on earlier, but you know, we'll see. We'll just go with it. But the plan is to be back on Thursday. So, like I said, in 2020, the links below take you to my TeePublic, my Store Envy, all my social media accounts. So if you haven't followed. If you haven't purchased. It's a new year. You need new threads. But I'll catch you guys all on Thursday, man. Hasta luego. In the words of 2020, I'm gonna keep this phrase going. Deuces. Drop a few emotes on the way out. Bye guys, love you all. Catch y'all later.